There seems to be here in the United States, in both the Republican and Democratic Party on the populist wings,
Yep.
something going on with support for Israel. And what we've seen for decades in the United States was even as partisanship rose and red-blue divide infected almost everything, a pretty strong bipartisan consensus to support Israel. That seems to be really dissipating on the left and on the right. Elizabeth, is this something that is a kind of a unstoppable force, or it's not it's going to be subject to what happens in the region?
I think at this point in time, it's an unstoppable force. Not really the attacks on Israel, but kind of the anti-Semitism that has flourished from that. I mean, the attacks that I've gotten from people in my own party, people I once considered friends, I never thought I would hear in my life in 2025, just as a Jewish person in America. I think we have a huge problem. I am not going to deny it is in both parties, it's on both sides of the aisle. The criticism for Israel, as much as I disagree with it, if you're not educated in the entirety of the history of the land, the history of this topic, of this conflict, and you're just seeing some of those images come out of Gaza, I understand it. You know, people aren't tuned in 24/7 to their phones. They don't have family in the Middle East, and they see these photos of children and they look at the numbers of those that have been killed. It is a horrible situation going on. So there's a part of me that wants and is trying to understand, but there is no denying the shift on both sides. I think the left has gone much further in recent years, but the right, it's been quicker. It's been like the last 6 or 7 months that I've seen it in the right, and it's been really hard to watch. Not really the criticism towards Israel. I'm not thinking so much as the other country that is Israel. I'm thinking about the anti-Semitism that I've seen flourish across the aisle.
Yeah, well said, Stephen. What's propelling this? Is it simply uh, uh, for people in America not liking the aggressiveness of Prime Minister Netanyahu, or the political cynicism? What's propelling this on the left and the right? I really don't understand it. And I'll say this is not only support for a Palestinian state or opposition to Israel, but as Elizabeth said, just open anti-Semitism and pro-Palestinian, pro-Hamas sentiment in college campuses and elsewhere. What's driving this?
I'm thinking of this movie that just came out called Eddington, that kind of spoofs both political sides and kind of caricature of the extremes that you're seeing. And so the answer I would give to this question really is, and this might be an unexpected answer, TikTok and social media. There are these echo chambers that make people think their positions are rational without realizing that it's actually anti-Semitic. And it just is, I think, yet another reason that we need to be having real conversations across our lines of differences so we can be checking our own biases and our own blind spots. Because I think even some of the people, including in Congress, who are saying things that are anti-Semitic, that's just the echo chamber that they're living in and maybe not realizing how it's coming across as deeply problematic.
Want more great clips like that? I've got an idea. Hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss a clip. And you can always watch our full episodes, join them live, go to twoway.tv.